Goosebumps is rated GB7 because it may be too spooky for Goosebumps fans under 7.
Hello, Goosebumps fans. It's time for a Theory 2.0 because, oh, yes, and of course, we're talking about call-on creeps. But, anyways, and we're mashing up with Beware the Snowman. So, anyways, here we go. Remember what I said? Who is the real creep commander? Well, we're going to have to dive in even deeper this time because Paparina does does actually make a thing. So, the interesting part. Besides, I forgot what was the one I did before, which was the seeds were made from some alien. I think it was the aliens from Egg Monsters from Mars, question mark. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, so I think that was them, but it's like either way, we think that they actually synthetically made those seeds from another alien who actually does that all by themselves. So synthetic versions of what they did, and they made them in seed form. Anyways, the idea is very simple. Is that the real creep commander actually is the snowman from Beware the Snowman. The interesting part is that Paparina said that they weren't aliens. They could have came from Middle Earth. They could have came from the depths of Earth. And I'm like, that makes sense now. So instead of the whole thing of questioning being like, okay, well, if they were the snowman and they put a curse on them, then where's the spaceship? Where's the crash landed spaceship? And it's like, that's a good question. I don't freaking know. So, yeah, I had to just basically say that it was snowing out. Most likely there was a crash of a spaceship, but no one really talked about it. No one really cared about it. Instead, they just cared about this freaking monster that they had to take down, which, lo and behold, they actually just did a spell on them and they twisted whatever to actually be like, instead of telling them, oh, it was a creep, which they don't know what the hell that is. Instead, they basically just said, oh, well, there you go. He just turned to a snowman, and that's what happened. We just actually animated a snowman. Just details fall through because, well, the mom and dad is gone who actually made that spell. So we could basically say that everyone who actually is a part now, well, actually, no, the dad's alive, but still, it's kind of like it's been freaking years. It's been so many years that they did that, decades. So it's like, yeah, of course they would miss details and forget details. It's like, yeah, if I'm correct, then Comrade is an old man. He's an old man, somewhat of an old man. So it's like, yeah, you can understand that he had more stuff on his mind than thinking about stuff. So basically, the idea now is that I come to two things in mind. Number one is the fact of they tunneled from Earth, and they were able to send. Four of them were sent up on Earth, well, up in the top to actually do, in quotations, their mission, which of course they know they're the dum-dums, so it's like, at least we got rid of them, you know? They're basically our Task Force Zim. Yes, our Task Force Invader Zim. And they're like, yeah, screw you, you get the fuck out of here. So it's like, yeah, there we go. They're up on the top, and the rest of them are like, okay, now we can chill and think of plans and stuff and such. Which basically is most likely they enjoy their lives, but they have these four who continue being pieces of trash, and you're like, we gotta send them away somehow, and well, that's what they did. Who knows what if their creep empire is underneath Earth? We have no idea what their real, actual, true intentions are. It's either that or they actually do want to invade Earth, and they're stupid enough to send these dumbasses. Sorry for cussing, but yeah, to send these stupid idiots to go on Earth to actually conquer it. And it's like, well, they can't really do that, can they? If you actually pick the incompetent ones, it's like, yes, you sent the freaking incompetents. This is not even freaking minions. This is just them being truly incompetent. But I have a nice, interesting, more spin. What if there actually was 5 dum-dums? So that means they're, in quotations, real creep commander. The creep commander technically is a dum-dum as well. And he got lost too, like I said before, because like, oh, it's Earth. And instead of taking the same tunnel as they did, they made a new tunnel. And the new tunnel sent them all the way over there in a freaking frozen tundra. In quotations, frozen tundra, because it's a winter place. It's wintry. It has snow, but it's not really a tundra. So, or it could be. Either way, don't quote me on that. So yeah, he came up, he got freaking took a spell on him, and now he's a snowman. And the other four are at a loss because, well, their leader is also a dum dum, is not there with them. It's like, yes, the leader they chose was completely the stupidest one ever, and that's what happened. That's why everything fell through because their real commander is freaking. Oh man. Mm. I guess the only other part, just to spin off on this idea, is maybe there wasn't a real commander. It's like maybe the commander was all four of them. Yes, and then they decided, all of them decided, like, yeah, well, it's hard being leader. We don't want to be leader. We all don't want to be leader. Let's just find someone to be our leader. Even though it's kind of stupid, being like, yes, well, we choose you as a leader instead of being like, you're our real commander. It's like, I think technically they would have just chosen him, which I should have been in the other video. But anyways, yeah, they chose him to be the real leader. So there could be a chance of where the real leader does not even exist. They just chose him and ordained him the real leader, which means when it comes to the Creep Empire, you can choose whichever thing you want, and as long as you don't show yourself, you're good. It's like, as long as you show your idea. But the thing is that, yeah, but they wanted him to show his, his actual scaly form, and he doesn't have one. So technically there is a real commander out there. And I'm pretty sure the real commander was a snowman at one point, and now the real commander is red because, yeah, cold-blooded equals, oh good lord, what happened? Yeah, it's kind of strange that he didn't even turn to human form yet. It's like, yeah, he didn't turn human form at all. Which I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he might turn human form. And it would be cool if this was true, and then we have a sequel, and the sequel actually shows that freaking lizard guy showing up, and it turns out it's like, what's this going on here? It's like, what? It's like, yes, I'm the Kree commander. Who the frig is over there? And it's like, no, I'm Kree commander. It's like, oh, shoot. And I already made a spin off of that already about what if he does return. And it's like, well, Ricky could get overthrown or something. It's like, I don't know. And considering that, well, I think in the book they do have tails, so that means that, yeah, while in the TV show they didn't have enough money to do that. While in the movie, however, they straight up did it all right. So they do have a creep version that will be used in the episode. Anyways, I just thought, let's do a 2.0 of this theory. Have a scary day, have a scary night.